thought it threw a curveball.
Yes. How did you feel about that curveball, Tootsie Roll? Oh no, you're
well,
not Tootsie Roll anymore. Maybe we should clarify Tootsie Forever.
Oh yeah.
No, the curveball just hit
Got
me
a
in the
name
By
change.
the way, who designed that track? That is the dumbest track especially for kids.
It is flower design track. Flower design track.
It's a terrible track.
Wait, how come kids are driving this thing? Don't they have to be like 16 or something?
Well, they probably are. Age confirmed.
No, but hey, speaking of age,
doesn't matter.
No, speaking of age, this is the first time the main six refer to themselves as grown-ups. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Well,
We kinda knew that,
I
but-
feel like they're 9 or 10 or something.
No, that ruined my fan
No.
fiction. I thought they were teenagers.
Oh no, they can be. I mean, there's kart racing. There's kart racing in real life for those younger people than 16. There's kart racing in real life for those younger.
Yeah, you could be a little kid and race cars.
I do
Yeah.
like how it didn't show us who the winner was. Yay.
Oh yeah,
Well-
you didn't, did
Oh
it?
yeah, they didn't.
Winning doesn't matter.
Who won?
Well,
You
everyone
decide.
died.
Confirmed,
Everyone
Derpy
died.
is the winner! Yay!
Everyone.
Use
no,
your
the,
imagination.
I was really expecting someone else to win besides.
no,
Stan,
the
but
CMC
nope.
like crashed and like had like a giant pile up.
No, you know, I'm actually almost upset about. We never got an answer to how the cards work. They don't seem to be gravity powered, and they
Yeah,
don't have
so-
engines.
Then what was the point of that gravity thing episode? Talking
Because
in class.
they needed a science lesson.
Yeah, they
for the
needed
little kid show.
technobabble or whatever it's called.
Excuse me, they shoved in 4D space-time diagrams.
Let's all learn about
Wasn't
physics!
it obvious the cars work
They
through
could have
worm?
just like saw a
Okay.
post like
Okay, you
oh special
understand-
announcement Derby kart racers.
Okay,
I got a
you-
better idea. How about they were just like pony powered? Can we just go with that?
Maybe a
Well,
little wheel, little
Flintstones
pedals.
How
power
do
using
these
their
cars
hooves.
work? I mean, how do
It's
they
called
turn and
magic.
move?
So I
Well, I
have.
have an idea.
I have-
Why don't we do
I
this?
care what they say.
No,
It's
why don't we do
ridiculous.
this? Why don't we all take a vote of the best design, fastest, and
Hey.
I don't know, whatever the third one was.
No, well, I think
So-
they all win in the end. That would be our picks at least,
No,
right?
someone
Okay,
must have took a picture of what all the carts would look like. That way we can actually judge ourselves and decide a winner.
Okay.
You mean if the CMC?
Let's see. First of all, we can't really take a vote on who was fastest. And secondly,
No,
we
I-
can't really take a vote on who.
I think we could
Okay,
agree
I have
with
to
that.
say
Only one
Scular's
person
cart
attempted
was
it.
kind of the fastest, but I don't know why Apple Bloom's cart was fast. I don't know. It might got a head start or something. Or maybe it's because it's like small and you know
Hey, it's not what's
got,
on the outside;
like,
it's what's
light
on the
power.
inside.
Yeah, it
They
looks
probably
like
use-
Lulu's
they
one.
probably
on
use
the
nitrous.
inside.
So
They
it's
probably
like-
use nitrous or
You
something.
need an
Exactly.
engine for that, right?
Well, it didn't
Nitrous
have
oxide,
engine,
yeah.
It was all wood.
It would have been better if Rainbow Dash said, "Ride or die, let's do this."
like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
So
I
we
would
should
have
probably
loved if they managed to slip in the line. Gotta go fast.
should probably mention this is an episode written by Ed Valentine. I think he's only done 2 episodes before this, and also Mike Vogel worked on this one, the story at least.
My Vogel.
Mike Vogel.
He's the guy from
Like
Hasbro.
Google.
Hasbro guy.
Mike Vogel?
Vogel, I think.
We should just name it. We should,
Mike
we should
How do you
rename
spell
it
it?
Hasbro.
How do you
guy.
spell it?
It's on
Mike
screen.
Fogel.
Oh wait, I can't see it. Like
Vogel.
I don't have the stream. But how do you pronounce it?
It doesn't matter. Moving on.
Okay.
So, what kind of apple should produce a piece of wood that big?
Who knows?
Yes.
The Great Apple.
Don't you know the great apple? Like
It's the great apple, Charlie Brown.
Wait, guys,
Yeah.
I just realized there's English text in this episode. This
Wait, hold
clearly
on,
says
hold on,
tools
hold
of
on.
the
Is there
trade.
like Arabic text on
What?
the top?
No, it says tools of the trade.
English.
So My Little Pony speaks English.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, it's equestrian.
Does that mean we're gonna get Japanese, like Japanese stuff?
Weeaboos.
I feel like we already have.
No,
Yeah, we
that
already got
prob-
that anime.
No, there's
Oh,
probably
gosh.
no,
That's enough
that
Japanese.
text is probably gonna be edited in the other releases.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, I'm just going to point out that giant block of wood, the circular grain on the end, you can only see up to half of it, which means the tree that it was taken on must have been at least double that width.
True.
So the trees are big. Is that what you're saying?
Well, there's redwood trees out in real life. Who knows?
Not
I
that
mean,
big though, right? Maybe.
Is that? Wait, is
Redwood
that
trees are huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
what-
that-
there are
okay,
real
what-
trees
what
that big.
really, what really strikes me from this thing is where are the numbers? Where are like the measurements and all that stuff? I don't see it. It's just all scribbled up. Like
Be quiet, you analyst.
That's the point. It's not supposed to be detailed.
Yeah, they don't
Anyway.
want that to be done because they're annoying people.
They wanna
Leave
work
that
too
to the
hard.
analyst.
where?
Speaking of details, did anybody catch Derpy in this episode? Because she was very
Yes.
well hidden.
So cute.
Yeah.
Hidden.
Remember, guys, she's not the main character.
Literally in this
She is
spot.
now.
She is.
No,
now.
like this is representative of here we have a main character in the back in the dark being poured on by rain, all sad, and here we have
Oh,
Derpy
yes.
with confetti in the light. This is gonna be my wallpaper now.
They could have used any
Bander.
other.
Woohoo!
They could have
Go
used
buy a
any
poster.
other. They could have used any other character, but they had to choose
Nah,
Derpy.
I
for
can't.
fans.
Little shy.
Of
I
course
can
I have to
imagine
stop
this. That is like Hasbro in like the rain, and that's Derpy the fandom.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't keep her down.
I know this is going to be blasphemous to say, but forget Derpy. They had a much bigger clear fandom reference. Which
Yes, yes, that is true. I have it right now.
Hey,
The fandom.
hey, at the
Derpy,
end, it wasn't a
Rarity
chicken; it was a
Hasbro.
phoenix. It was a
At
phoenix.
the end,
Yeah, but
At
she
the
at
end of
first
the
was going
movie,
for a chicken.
she
It
not
actually,
once,
there was actually
twice.
2 or 3 chicken references. I only
Giant-
got a screen cap of 1 though.
Wait, there was more than.
I-
Yeah,
I-
like she was
I got
carrying
one, the
something
one
else
with
that was
the stick.
chicken related.
A chicken
Wait,
head.
I only got the.
What?
I only saw the one she was on with the stick.
Yeah, no, that and the one I have on screen.
Oh, I did not notice that one.
Everyone,
What do you have?
everyone knows exactly
Because
why
it's fan
they did
pandering.
that.
Gotta
Oh,
have
some.
fan
Oh,
pandering.
Little Shy. Somebody said Little Shy's fans and Hasbro team. I think.
Wait, why? There wasn't a little shy
Conspiracy
reference.
theory.
Conspiracy. I feel like your fans might work for Hasbro.
Yeah, probably.
That's
I mean,
just
you already
a
have
theory.
you already said
You already have
So-
Google
and they-
access.
So we
they
have to
said
ask-
everything wrong with.
Who's
got access on
Derpy's
Google.
assistant there? Is that like a brother
It's
or?
Derpy's son.
I was thinking it was
No
D.
one knows.
It's not Dinky. It's a male.
I didn't see it.
New Pony.
It's
Slinky.
got a stub. It's got a
Okay.
stub for
Hey,
it.
That's a
It's
brother
her-
confirmed.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god.
like
Yeah, it's my
names when
headcanon.
that works.
It's a
probably
brother.
like a relative. Just like
No,
a
it's
cousin or
Slinky.
something.
Wait,
Slinky.
quick, we need to name it.
It's
Oh no,
Slinky.
well too late. I'm sure Reddit's already
Uh,
named it.
Yeah, I vote,
Stinky
What?
smells.
No, because actually he appeared in the promos, so I'm sure he's been named by now.
I vote Slinky.
Wait, hold on.
Slinky and Dinky.
Slinky
I like it.
cards.
Slinky. Slinky is
That's the name now.
Slinky is-
Wait,
Slinky.
hold on. Is that Dusty Cat?
Please
Wait,
don't
hold
say
on.
it. No,
Hold on.
stop,
What are you
stop,
talking
stop,
about?
stop. Please stop, please stop,
No,
please stop.
Stop
I'm
it.
serious.
Yeah, cut it out, drummer.
Please stop.
No.
Next you're
I
gonna-
like the
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy
but
with the
look, there's no
mustache as a
Steve.
barber. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, never mind.
That song was pretty boring.
Yeah, it had like 3 words.
I kind of thought the whole episode was kind of boring, honestly.
It was.
When you have a song that has, so
Can
when
we get
you
a
have
good
song
CMC
that has
episode?
like 5 lyrics or something, you call that a song? Like, what?
It's called a Sombra song.
We need
Remember,
to-
Hasbro's doing budget cuts. They probably cut.
It's called filler.
They probably cut Daniel's budget.
Maybe.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, I don't necessarily want to know if I want
Only-
to say I was disappointed by this episode, but it was just kind of there.
I don't remember the
Yeah,
song at
episode.
all. All I remember is "Giddy up, nay, nay" or something.
Derpy racer.
All I remember is
Yeah,
like.
Derpy Racer is. That's all I heard.
Derpy Racers.
That's all I heard.
"Giddy up, nay, nay, go fast, hey, hey," or something like
So
that.
for those unaware, the moral here was that they wanted to make their own cards, while their sisters and
Evil.
fake sisters
To
wanted.
take over.
Yeah, I
for
had to
them.
write down the
That is
conflict.
called
I couldn't remember.
laboring right
Conflict
there.
was
Oh,
Rarity,
Ignorance.
Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo was fast versus creative. Applejack and Apple Bloom was traditional
No.
versus modern.
I think I mentioned this in the last review and possibly many times before. It's an ignorance-driven plot. If the main 6 or the main 3, whatever, if they weren't being ignorant and kind of foolish, we wouldn't have this story.
These
It
are
would have been
kind
nice
of
if we saw
boring.
Twilight or Fluttershy.
It's happened before.
Nobody really learns anything.
They're
aside
beating
from,
a
oh, I
dead
guess
horse.
This is the other ponies.
Yeah, they definitely are
It's
beating a
called
dead horse.
pandering for a
They're
reason.
beating a dead horse.
You know, hey, that would be a good lesson for the writers to write.
Oh,
Beating a dead
yeah.
horse.
horse.
Or just go to the writers and say, get good or something.
Murder mystery.
All
Close
right,
the
you
door.
guys want to jump into individual reviews?
Yes.
Are we ready for
Needs to
that?
be a murder
What it
mystery.
is, I'm just nothing.
All right,
you
Danatron,
sure we're ready?
Basically nothing to say.
start us off,
Nothing.
Danatron.
First of all, they threw in chicken jokes, so that's immediate plus points from me. Secondly, I really want to go through this episode and pick apart all the science I can. I'm definitely going to go back to the whiteboard, blackboard at the start. I think Rainbow's first cart had a air intake on the front, which is
Ah.
confusing.
A tank.
I want to know how they work other than magic, because clearly Sweetie
front of
Belle would have
Rainbow's
the
car-
best cart.
The front of Rainbow's
Because-
car looked like a cannon or something for a second.
Because Sweetie Belle has what's it called? Parents. The track design was just doomed for failure, but
Yeah, I don't know. Understand what was the point of that
I don't
track.
it had a lot of flaws, but little things that pique my interest, so I'm just gonna give it a bland 7.
7? 7's still, up there. 7's all right. All right, Drummershy, what do you think?
It was alright. It was not the best, but it was alright. I did like the idea of go-karting and stuff, but what really, killed the episode down 2 ratings was how they never explained, how they won the race and stuff, and it was just like all over the place. Honestly, it was an okay episode, but it was not the best. But they did have Derpy. I gotta hand it down. I'm gonna give this same as Danatron, 7 out of 10. It was
all right. 7 from Drummershy. I'm technically next, but I'm gonna wrap things up at the end, so we're gonna move on to MC Jam.
Alright, well, I saw a lot of, weird things besides the storyline. Like, sometimes the ponies will look like they're driving into a bush, and all of a sudden they come out of a corner.
Yeah, it's an animation trick.
That's
That's
so
called-
they don't have
yeah,
to
that's
animate
called
the
trick.
drowning.
That's what
Yeah,
they
that's
want you to
That's
think.
being
No, they're just going into an alternate dimension and going out the other end.
Plus,
Let's go all out.
how fast they were going, they would have crashed into the bush, or crashed into some pony, at least. Just gonna give that all the physics were
What?
so, 6 out of 10, and people are talking, I gotta mute.
Ah,
Yeah, who's got all the activity in the background?
MC
said
Jam's
6 out of
mom and
10.
dad.
No,
Someone's
I
gonna
don't
get
have my
banned.
mother, so-
Oh, I see the Bad Ponies group now.
Oh
Bad-
my gosh.
Hey,
why
you
did
stole
add
that.
all right. What did you give it? You said 6?
Yeah, that's what she said. I
Okay.
heard her.
All right, Nick Nee.
Yeah.
Go Nick.
Okay, so I don't think it's a very good episode. It's as it's been stated before. It's got it's the same ignorance lesson. They've been beating a dead horse. It's not really that new. The idealism behind the episode, and plus it completely ignored physics. I'm a bit of a realist.
The
They
fist.
Completely unrealistic.
they explain Felix. They explain Felix. Not Felix. They explain physics at the beginning, but then they just really ignored it throughout the entire episode. I didn't like that, and how there were some inconsistencies in the episode. So I don't think it's that good, but it did have a derpy in it. Let's be honest, a bit of fan service. So I'd say about 6.5 out of 10.
All right, 6.5 from Nick Nee. Next up, Sonic Crew.
You say you guys are gonna hate me.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I don't know. Oh gosh, turtle, ain't it?
4 out of 10.
I honestly have nothing to say about this. I mean, I still wish new episodes would have something new that would get me totally liking and all. But I don't know. These episodes just kind of meh. It was all right. But I got nothing to say about it. But I mean, they had some problems. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Ooh, 8, our highest yet.
It had problems. I'm just gonna give it a high rating.
Yeah, it sounded like you didn't
It's
like
not
it,
big.
but
It's not like big problems. It's just small problems.
all right. That's fair
Small
enough.
problems cause the biggest problems.
Star
Oh,
Shadow.
whatever.
Sorry. Just because I'm tired, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
All right.
Because you're tired.
Well, that's fine.
I'll
What if
probably enjoy
what
it
if you
later.
weren't tired? Okay, I guess we'll never know if the
He muted
answer.
himself. All right.
Went to bed.
Tootsie Roll, or Tootsie Forever. Darn it, that's gonna take some getting used to.
Tootsie.
Tootsie
Say
forever.
Tootsie.
He
Yo,
will
Toots.
forever remain Tootsie forever.
Wait,
Here, keep
Toot-
going.
Or just call him
Hey, yo,
Tootsie.
Toots.
Hey, Tootsie. That's
Hey,
what I call him,
Toots.
just Tootsie.
You got the payment, man?
Man, my name's Tootsie. Okay, just stop. Stop with the
Yo,
Tootsie
okay,
Roll.
Tootsie
Stop with the
Yo,
twos.
Toots.
Just don't cut. Yeah,
Tootsie Roll.
you don't have to say, "Hey, Mr. Forever."
Excuse me, Mr. Forever.
Now, this episode, I will admit, was kind of bleh for me.
Bleh.
Just because I could see the whole turning point from a mile away. The only thing that kind of confused me in the episode that threw a little curveball was how nobody won and we didn't get to see it. So it has bonus points for that. The part with Derpy was pretty funny, but the entire thing I was asking throughout the entire episode is why didn't the CMC just tell them? And then they came out with the BS excuse oh, you're older ponies and we couldn't, and bull crap. You could have easily just said something.
They did
oh,
many times.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is just a bland, boring episode. So can I just give it a 5?
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, 5's our lowest for this one so far.
Oh, you guys are gonna
But
hate me.
yeah, all right. Let's hear
Tootie's going low.
I'm
Rant
Back
for
to
us.
the bad ponies.
I'm going to start this by saying my rating will end up being lower than Tootsie's.
All right, go for it.
Okay. I was really interested when they started off with physics and the big like the big blackboard filled with a bunch of equations. So that got my hopes up because that made me think, oh, they put a lot of detail into it. And then it boiled down to just your basic like, oh, kart racing. Okay, you could still do an interesting episode of that, except for it was all based in, like we said before, it was just the main three being ignorant and not listening to their complaints. I did like, actually, contrary to what Tootsie said, I did like that they made the reason that they said that it was hard to talk to them was because it's harder to talk to adults. Because for a kid, it is harder for them to talk to adults, and it is a bit harder sometimes for adults to listen to kids. For anyone that's wondering, I work with kids, so yeah, they have that problem often.
Oh, so you have that special connection with the episode.
Yeah, I had that special connection. However, I have to say,
I always have that connection.
Very boring, very bland. Didn't really say anything new, except for the like saying to adults, "Listen to your kids more often." That's like the only new thing they brought to the table.
I'm gonna listen to my kids from now on.
And it was mostly just kind of fan pandering, really. So I'm gonna have to say 2 out of 10.
Oh wow!
Is that like the lowest we've ever got?
Ever, I think. Yeah.
Finally, I can agree with you on a rating.
Appropriate reaction on screen.
I can finally give you a good rate or a good review, Turtle. Way to go! I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I want to give you a hug now.
Yeah, I hated an episode for once.
I'm standing up
Claps
right now.
around. Everyone clap.
Standing ovation right now.
Jesus.
He thinks less of the episode. Clap, clap, clap.
Wow, two's
I have a
very
negative
low.
opinion. Yay, me.
Yay!
Yay, KP.
All right, so my review rating, I kind of already said all I have to say. It's not really an episode you can talk about for a long time, unless you're nitpicking, which I guess is my specialty. But like I said earlier, it's just the plot is driven by characters being stupid and ignorant, and it's just so forced. It doesn't feel natural. There's nothing about this episode that makes you like any of the characters, really. The CMC don't stand up for themselves, and the main 6 characters are just idiots. The concept's kind of cool. The kart racing thing's all right. I could get past the fact that they didn't explain how the cars work. That was kind of intentional, I could tell. But I mean, they didn't really go in either direction with it. They didn't do something really cool, and they didn't go with the specific details of how the physics work and all that. Since they didn't really try anything new or different besides the original concept they built it upon. I don't know. It was a bit of a disappointment, but at the same time, no, I don't think it was a terrible, like, offensively bad episode. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, which is low for me, but high compared to some of these.
Me.
Yeah.
No, I will say one thing. They should have done what they should have done instead of just bring up the physics and then just ditch it right there. They could have had the CMC like, oh, I wanted to add something new, like what Cheer Lee just taught us in school, like how we can add stuff to make it go quicker.
What?
What? Like
What?
the CMC actually.
Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, you have a really good point there. Some continuity to the beginning. How something in the beginning hints at the end. You're right. There was none of that.
Maybe that would have made the episode too predictable.
Well, no, predictability is normal for My Little Pony. It's when they try something different like this that it becomes not very good.
At the end, they should have just had like the CMC is like, I wanted, or like when they were giving their giant speech, they could have been like, I was gonna add tomatoes to make the engine power more efficient.
Or
yeah,
maybe
like no, like if
again,
there's
like,
some
maybe if it's rotten,
like Zap Apples.
I was gonna make it heavy and certain
Okay,
parts
all I
would
have to
go
say is
downhill.
since you brought up tomatoes, I feel like this episode did not have enough tomatoes and it was rotten. So.
Wait.
I think we
Super Cat
reviewed that
joined.
podcast.
Oh, wait.
All right, hold on.
Did we
Well,
give
first,
a review?
we're gonna wrap up the recorded portion. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Oh, the average rating of the Little Shy live stream is 5.9. So 6.
I said 5. Turtle Pain just got cleared because it's not low enough.
Yeah, I think this is our lowest rating episode ever. But I just want to go on record saying I didn't hate it. Did anybody here hate the episode?
I didn't hate it, but it's just so boring.
You didn't hate it, says the guy who gave it a 2.
Characters were just stupid.
Hey,
You're such a pain turtle.
If it's a 1, then
this episode of Twilight.
Hey,
Yeah,
turn that 2 around and
could
it's
have
a
given
5.
him 1.
Turn the 2 around and it's a 5.
All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. Stay tuned for, we're just going to hang out for a while. But those of you watching the recorded portion, thank you for stopping by, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, Internet.
My favorite character in